Elton ones I did last night, if that's all right with you guys. This one's really important to me. It's such a strange story, you know. I lived in a kind of conservative Christian household. I say household, it was a single wide trailer. In Maple Valley, Washington, Cascade Mountain foothills, growing up. And I was in 5th grade when we first moved there, and we got to do an elective book report. And I went to the library in my school, and I found a book, and it was called The Ryan White Story. Ryan White was a boy, you remember Ryan White, right? He was so brave, and he died of AIDS in, I think, 1990 or 1991. And he actually, because of him, we passed the Ryan White Care Act, and he's an important part of how we talk about HIV and AIDS now. He was totally ostracized. No one would touch him or hold him. He was expelled from his school. He couldn't go back to school. And he was just given a death sentence at such a young age, and he was so gracious. And the religious right, they tried to kind of like hijack him and make him a poster child to kind of create outrage against gay men and make it sound like he was this innocent bystander and this evil that had created this disease. And there were a lot of people buying it, you know. It was kind of low-key even being bought in my household. And when I did that book report, I was only 11 years old, but it totally changed my whole outlook, my worldview. And in it, I discovered something outside of country music for the first time, which is I read the lyrics to a song by a man who sang it at Ryan White's funeral. And this man had come into Ryan White's life toward the end of it and befriended him and paid off his mom's house and bought him all the Nike tennis shoes and took him to concerts and held him and was his friend. And this man was called Elton John. And that was the first thing I heard. I didn't ever hear any music. I didn't see any pictures. I just read the lyrics to this song that this man sang at this boy's funeral. Turn me loose from your hands. Let me fly to distant lands. Over green fields, trees, and mountains, flowers and forest fountains. And I thought, that's what I'm going to do for a job. I'm going to write lyrics. I'm going to write words like that. I could see it, you know, and the King County Library loaned me a CD with that song on it, and that was the first time I ever heard it, pop music, even though it's not pop music by today's standards. But last night, Ryan White's sister read a letter out at the tribute, and I got to sing this song, and it was a really full circle moment for me. And I thought, I got Sister Strings here still, maybe I'll just do it one more time. It was always too much for me to take in then, and so I'm gonna get to sing it for you now. This song might be the reason I write songs. Turn me loose from your hands. Let me fly to distant lands. Over green fields, trees and mountains, flowers and forest fountains. Home alone of the skyway, for a dark and lonely room projects a shadow cast in gloom, and my eyes are mirrors of the world outside, thinking of the ways that the wind can turn the tide. And these shadows turn from purple into gray, for just this skyline pigeon dreaming of the open, waiting for the day he can spread his wings and fly away again. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly toward the dreams you left so very far behind. Fly away, skyline pigeon, fly toward the dreams you left so very far behind. Let me wake up in the morning to the smell of newborn hay, to laugh and cry, to live and die in the brightness of my days. I want to hear the pealing bells of distant churches say, but most of all, please free me from this ache